Hi everybody, people, team, anybody. I want to have sort of these video diaries that I could go back and watch and see how much I've grown or progressed. Also, I do like to help people, and I feel that by doing these video diaries, I could share some helpful tips and tricks and things that I do to help me succeed in school. And so what I wanted to start off by was sharing my nursing journey. I am going to nursing school. I am in the process of becoming a registered nurse. I am officially 50% done with school. I can't believe it went by so quick. I'm at a 2-year program at a community college by my house, and I am 1 year done, and I just have 1 year left to go, hopefully. I just have my 3rd semester and then my 4th semester, and then I'm eligible to take my NCLEX, and I will have my associate's degree of nursing and become a registered nurse. At least that's the plan. I felt like I had to jump through a lot of hoops, and I feel that it's that way with many careers, not just nursing, but in specific nursing, I felt that is very complex, and there's so much to it and so many different paths you can take to get to your ultimate destination, of whether it be CNA, LVN, RN, having your BSN or having your MSN or being a nurse practitioner. Like, there's so many different ways to get to all of those different tiers of nursing, and my ultimate goal as of now is to obtain my Bachelor's of Science in Nursing and have my registered nursing license. But it can grow from there, and I think that's the beauty of this career, that you can grow and you can keep learning. I always thought the only way to get to that point was to, right out of high school, go to a 4-year university that offered your nursing program and get your Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, finish in 4 years, take your NCLEX, boom, you're done, you're a registered nurse, and you have your bachelor's. But that's not the case. If you are pursuing nursing, then you know that there are different levels. There's a certified nursing assistant, LVN program. You have your registered nurses who complete their associate's degree of nursing in a 2-year program at a community college, at a vocational school, or you can do it at a bachelor's program, through a bachelor's program at a 4-year university. And then you can get your Bachelor's of Science in Nursing by either completing everything with your 4-year university, or you can do it by doing the RN to BSN bridge, where you're doing your RN or your ADN at your community college, and then your BSN at a 4-year university, and you're doing them cohesively or concurrently. You can do it that way, or you can get your ADN and your RN first, and then you can do the bridge or the program with a 4-year university afterwards, and just do it all online or do it all in person. Like, there are so many different ways. It's amazing, yet also pretty intimidating, because you're out here thinking like, wow, like, I didn't know that there were so many ways. And if I knew this from the get-go, and I would have accepted it since the beginning, I would have saved myself a lot of stress and maybe even time if I would have just accepted the way it was. So I did graduate from high school in 2014, and I started by going to Cal State Dominguez Hills, and I thought that they did have a nursing program. I was just not eligible to be a first-year nursing student, and I was like, that's okay, I'll just go in as the major that they select for me, and then I will transfer over to the nursing program like a year later. I quickly realized that they did not offer the nursing program the way I thought they did. You can complete your Bachelor's of Science in Nursing with Cal State Dominguez Hills if you already have your associate's degree of nursing / your registered nursing license through already another school, whether it be a community college, a vocational school, etc., whatever you want it to be. Continue to go there to get my general education courses done through that, then try to apply to different schools, because I thought I need to get out of here and go to a school that will help me and will help me get to my ultimate destination or my ultimate goal. So I applied to other Cal States nearby, and they kept rejecting my application, saying that the nursing program was too impacted. you can't come in because we don't have room in the nursing program, etc., etc. The problem with these is that you had to apply not only to the four-year university, but you also had to get accepted into the nursing school within the university. So I would get like acceptances from the university saying, yeah, congratulations, you're eligible to start fall 2016. But then I would get a quick, oh, but you can't be a nursing major. You need to become either a biology, a psychology, a nutrition, something else, because we don't have room in the nursing program. So I finished my first 2 years of college with Cal State Dominguez Hills, and I took all my general ed. And Cal State Dominguez Hills also did not offer the prereqs, which I did not know. So they didn't offer microbiology, pathophysiology, or anatomy. So fortunately, the community college by my house did offer those classes. So I went there and I completed those courses, and I met amazing professors. It was great, and I did learn a lot. And I thought, okay, well then why not try completing my ADN first and then getting my BSN, and I can do this at a community college. So I applied to a few community colleges, applied to about 5 or 6, and then I still applied to Cal State LA and another Cal State near my house. So in the fall of 2016, I took the last 2 classes I needed to complete my associate's degree in kinesiology and wellness, just because I wanted that foundation. Yes, I already took all my general education courses, and this is how I can prove it to you being the schools. And the spring of 2017, I took off, which was a pretty difficult decision for me, because in the way I was raised, I always had the mentality of, you get out of high school, you go to a 4-year university, you finish, you don't take breaks, and then you're done. And that's just the way it is. It was a difficult transition. I felt, what if I don't want to go back to school? What if I like the amount of money I'm making now, because I'm working and I'm working a lot of hours and it's a pretty good job? Like, I can see myself doing this too. So I quickly got out of that funk though, because I did apply to schools, but I was starting to get my rejection letters from community colleges and the 4-year universities. So that's when I started getting really hard. I got accepted into Cal State LA as a nutrition major. They said, yes, we'd love to have you, but you cannot be a nursing major. I decided I couldn't take another semester off, like the fall of 2017, and I wanted to just finish a degree, because I felt like a loser. I felt helpless not being done with my schooling. And so I accepted Cal State LA's offer, but I was going to go in as a public health major, which I thought, this is nice. I like the office setting. I could still help individuals in the health community. It'll be great. It'll be a step forward. And I also was still getting my rejection letters from schools. And at the beginning of July, I was out of town, and I got an email from a community college who I had yet to hear back from, but I was already losing hope, because I was like, well, what are the chances that they'll accept me? I was on the waiting list, and that was the first maybe sign. That was the first good sign I had gotten from a school. So I was like, even if it's a waiting list, I'm all for it. I was really excited, but I didn't want to get my hopes up. So I went to orientation for Cal State LA. I paid the $100 fee to secure your spot. I registered for my courses. I met the counselors. They were all amazing. And then July 31st, 2017, I got my acceptance letter from the community college saying, hey, a spot opened up. It's yours if you want it, but you have 24 hours to respond. The sad part is that it did take me a good 2 hours of thinking, should I just get my bachelor's in public health and be done with it and then try to get my nursing degree? Or should I just go to the community college? Because in my head, I still had the stigma that at the end of the day, I would be going to community college. And I didn't know how I felt about that. But then I thought, what the heck? Nursing is what I want to do, not public health. Who cares what school it is if it's going to help me get there? And I can still work at a hospital once I'm done with the community college route. So let's do it. So I accepted it, and I was over the moon, but I only had 2 weeks together, my scrubs, my lab kit, my books. So I am officially now halfway done with the nursing program, and I only have 1 year left to go. It's pretty nerve-wracking because everybody says that the third semester is the most difficult semester, it's the most intense, it's the one where a lot of students unfortunately fail out of, or just have to fall back one semester and retake. So that's nerve-wracking. The way my program works is you get one do-over. So if you have to pull out of a semester for some kind of emergency in your family or for yourself, or if you want to take a semester off, which I guess some people can do, or if you fail your courses, or if you feel like you're gonna fail and you just decide to like pull out and just fail the semester, you can do that, but you can only do that once. And if they have room for you that next semester, they'll pull you back in. But you only get one do-over. If you mess up or you have to leave a second time, you're out of the program indefinitely and you cannot come back. So that's a little bit of a nerve-wracking feeling to know that you only get one do-over. Like, you really need to pull it together. Fortunately, I passed my first and second semester without any bumps in the road, and I passed all my courses. So if, like, knocking on everything that it doesn't happen, but if for some reason I don't do so well in my third semester, I do have that do-over to fall back on. Because from what I've heard, third semester is really difficult, but once you get through third semester, fourth semester is a breeze. Like, you'll get through it fine based on your work ethic, and as long as you did exactly what you had been doing first and second semester, you'll be okay. And then just get your license and you pass, right? So I already got through half of it, and the fourth semester doesn't look like it's going to be that difficult. So if I do need to do a do-over, I'm glad I have that to fall back on for this semester that is supposed to be the most difficult. But we will see when we get there, and I'll share that later on. So I am going to start my third semester. I've already completed Fundamentals of Nursing, which was first semester, and Geriatric Care was all first semester. Second semester, we went through our maternity, pediatrics, and med-surg 1 rotations. And then this semester, we're going to start our mental health rotation for the first 5 weeks, and then the last 10 weeks, we're going to do med-surg 2, or intermediate med-surg. And then our last semester of nursing school will be med-surg 3, or advanced med-surg, for the whole 15 weeks. And then we also have leadership and community nursing, I believe. So that's what it's gonna look like this next year. I am very nervous, but also very excited. I actually also wanted to maybe interview some of my classmates, because again, like I was sharing earlier, they all come from different walks of life and they have different paths that led them to this field. And I think it's really neat to hear different stories about why people chose nursing, or how did they start nursing school, or what led them to this specific school, etc., etc. And so I thought it would be really cool to see if some of my classmates would want to be interviewed. I think they would. They're very nice. They're very great people. A great support system. We ask each other literally everything, like, hey, what's for homework? Hey, what do we have to learn? Hey, can you explain like everything to me? And they're super helpful, which is awesome. I think nursing, as well as a lot of other careers, are so complex. Like, there's so many different things that can make one personal nursing journey different from another personal story. So I think that would be really neat to hear. And again, these are kind of more like my video diaries to share with myself, because I have been seeing some YouTube videos where people go over what their journey is like, and it's just very soothing to know that other people are struggling too, and other people have a difficult time with it, or knowing that other people do work while they're in nursing school just like I am, or knowing that they study this way and I'm like, oh, maybe I should try studying that way. So that's what I kind of want to do, is just share how I'm running things in my life, and maybe it can help people, and if it doesn't, I could just look back on these videos later and see how much I've grown, which would be awesome. Hopefully. I think that's all for today. Okay, thank you.